Hey, what's up, moneymakers? Welcome back to the channel. I am going to talk about one of our favorite penny stocks, but this video is a little bit different than my usual video. Why? Because I'm going to talk about precisely how I evaluate penny stocks. And if you watch my channel, when I talk about penny stocks, you might be wondering I'll be talking about ILUS, CYBL, SIRC, HCMC, and that is all true. That is not wrong. But in this video, I'll be sharing how am I evaluating usually when it comes to penny stock as to when you can get 2x, 3x, 5x, or 10x return. There are some basic rules when we talk about penny stocks. As you already know, we talk about making money. Potentially, it's a very risky asset, so you can make a ton of money. On the flip side, you can lose them as well. So invest wisely. I wanted to mention that I am not a financial advisor and our goal is the same. What I do is a ton of research. We want to make a lot of money in penny stocks, but we want to be careful because the way you can make 2x, 3x, 5x, or maybe 10x, and we have done it for ILUS, HCMC, CYBL, so on and so forth. But what is the right stock to buy right at this time is the piece of the puzzle that I'm going to share how you can look into. When you want to make money, you also want to protect your asset and investment. So watch the full video. All I wanted to ask you is hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. And help me out because at the end of the day, I put in a ton of energy, effort, and my time in building this video, hoping I can give you back whatever my knowledge and the analysis is. So click the like button, subscribe. So let's talk about what is a penny stock. A penny stock typically refers to the stock of a small company that trades for less than $5 per share. Through some of the penny stocks trade on a large exchange such as NYSE, but most of the penny stocks are traded over the counter, which is what we call OTC. OTC transactions are a little bit tricky. They are not as fast as you can think of in terms of the bigger stock exchange that we see on NYSE or NASDAQ. And OTC bulletin, it is something that OTCBB, or it is also traded through privately owned OTC market group. I just wanted to share one of the big key takeaways from Investopedia as you see right here. A penny stock refers to the small company stock that is typically trades for less than $5 per share. Although some of the penny stock trade on large exchanges such as NYSE or NASDAQ, most penny stocks trade over the counter through the OTC bulletin board, or it is called OTCBB. While there can be sizable gains, and I have been calling this out multiple times, that you can make a ton of money in penny stock, which is why I am playing this game. And I want to also tell you that this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial certified professional or anything along those lines, but do your own due diligence because this is super risky. While there can be sizable gains in trading penny stocks, there are also equal risk involved as well, losing significant amount of investment in a short period of time. So do it wisely. I'm precisely going to talk about ILUS, CYBL, SIRC, and HCMC in this particular video. Once again, ILUS, CYBL, HCMC, and SIRC, they're all OTC traded penny stocks. Now, when I look into penny stock, I want to really find out what stock or which stock I purchase at the moment has the most potential to do 2x, 3x, 5x, and potentially 10x. And what I look into is their market cap. So let's take a look at the market cap. 106 million for ILUS, CYBL 66 million, SIRC 106 million. And looking at this, I decide whether can it grow to 10x. So in other words, if it has to grow to 10x for SIRC, we are looking at 1,000 million of the market cap, or in other words, over $1 billion worth of market cap when we have 542 million outstanding shares and the float is 367 million. The same way for ILUS, we are looking at 106 million, which means that if ILUS has to do 10x, the stock price would be 80 cents, and at the same time you are looking at 1 billion plus market cap for ILUS as well. And for CYBL, very similarly, it is way lower than the rest of the companies. Let's say if it has to do 10x, it has to go to $660 million worth of market cap. Now, if you go back, and this is how I do an analysis, and I like to share with you. Now, take it with a grain of salt. I love all these stocks, all these penny stocks. I have made money. For transparency, just wanted to share that I have not owned SIRC or Solar Integrated Roofing Corporation, but I love this company. Guess why? Because this company has been doing phenomenal. Solar Integrated Roofing Corporation reported record second quarter 2022 with growing revenue of $746 million. 746% spike with $66 million, which is amazing because the company was not doing as great and they had only $7.8 million in revenue in the second quarter of 2021, which after 1 year, after precisely 12 months, they are doing $66 million in terms of the revenue. And I've looked into their balance sheet, and I shared in my previous video that you want to look into, but they have increased that revenue by 746%, which is phenomenal. But at the same time, I want to look into their price point as well. Can this 19 cents go to $1.90? What is the possibility, especially when the market is down? Take a look. Nasdaq is right now down 2.65% in the trading session. Dow Jones is down 1.5% more or less, and S&P is close to 2% down. However, can this 19 cents go to 40 cents, maybe 60 cents? Anytime soon. So let's take a look. How did they perform in past few days? So for last 5 days, pretty much flat. 3% for a penny stock is not really a big deal. For last 4 weeks or last 1 month, they have slashed 35% in terms of the price point, and for last 6 months they are down 45%. Year to date they're down 46%, and 1 year they are down 63%. Now, if it has to go once again to 60 cents, it will be 3x, but can it go anytime soon? Yes, it can. But let's take a look at another stock that I'm going to share with you, which is Cyberlux. Now, Cyberlux has been hammered so hard. Now, Cyberlux is also doing pretty good. I just wanted to also remind you their market cap is $66 million, which means they have room to grow compared to ILUS or any other CYBL and HCMC and SIRC. Take a look. SIRC, 106 million. ILUS, 106 million. Whereas CYBL, again a profitable company, but they're relatively pretty low with the market cap. Are they challenged by their authorized shares, outstanding shares, their float? Yes, absolutely. Their authorized shares are 7 billion for CYBL. Their float is 3.7 billion, and so does this is true for ILUS as well. Their float is 342 million. Now, I love ILUS. We have made money through ILUS, but I believe that for ILUS to 10x, it's going to be tough given the market we are in right now. However, for CYBL, if you think about 66 million in market cap, can this company grow to 300 million or 350 million? If the answer is yes, that means it can do 5x. Remember, right now they're in pink limited information on OTC market, which is risky, but they are working diligently to make sure that they get back to pink current status. The company has been around for last 22 years and they have not grown so far. But guess what? They started growing very rapidly starting 2021. Founded in 2000, this company out of North Carolina, United States. As you can see, we have seen for year to date, we are down 60%. But we have done tremendously well for the short period. We are up 0.9% today. As you can see, for last 5 days, we are up 16 to 17%. For last 1 month, we are up 25%. Now, if you take a look at SIRC, we are down today. We are down for last 1 month. However, we are up for last 5 days, 4%, but it's flat once again. Given that 1 month we are down and 6 months we are down, it is a different story than what we see for CYBL. Once again, we are up 1 day, we are up 5 days, we are up 1 month, and we are up or sorry, we are down 6 months, and this down will be covered very, very soon. But if we go back to 2 cents, guess what? It is 2%, 2x or 100% return on the investment, which is what I'm talking about. If you think about how SIRC is doing right now, their average volume is on the lower side. If you take a look, their average volume around 4 million, and the daily volume is even lower than their average volume. We went below 1 million transactions of shares. Given that it's again OTC market, I understand, but we are hovering between 18 cents and 20 cents pretty consistently. Given that SIRC is a profitable company at the moment, I do expect great things in terms of the stock price as well. However, we need to make sure that the market gets back into the zone, into the bullish market zone, in order for us to get back up and do 2x, 3x, 4x price point. However, if you take a look for CYBL, we are doing pretty good in terms of the volume. Our average volume, take a look, 17 million. And what are we doing in terms of our volume right now? 23 million, 18 million, 17 million, 18 million. And once again, yesterday we did 18 million. So our volume is above the average volume for last few days, which is once again a pretty bullish sign. Also, at the same time, I'll look into their RSI. RSI is relatively strength index, which means how strong the stock is trading on the market during trading session. If you take a look, the real-time price point is higher than their moving average. The red chart suggests the moving average, which is going down. At the same time, lately we have been seeing that the real-time average price point is going above the moving average. Once again, it's a great sign. Having 61 RSI suggests not an overbought, not an oversold condition, which is something I really like to see. In terms of HCMC, I wanted to say that it is struggling with the stock price point, but we are also thinking about HCMC because they are not profitable just yet. If you think about ILUS, if you think about CYBL and SIRC, they're all profitable company. HCMC has ramped up their revenue, but they are not profitable just yet, which is why I'm thinking buying only profitable company. I love HCMC a lot as well. Now, we have a strong fan following on my channel as well, but do I buy HCMC at the moment? Probably not, because I really want to wait to see they get back into the profit zone when they're booking more and more revenue. So if I have to give a number, I would say number one, I would buy ILUS at this time because there is a potential that it can go to 4, 5, 6 cents and potentially 10 cents, because this can be $660 million company one day. The second one I would suggest is ILUS, because ILUS can quickly double and go to 16 cents from where we are. So if you take a look at 1 year data, you should be able, year-to-date data, you should be able to see that it went 35 cents. But since then, we started seeing the decline, steady decline in terms of the price point. Now from 18 cents or 8 cents, it can go back to 16 cents. And I do believe that will be 100% return on the investment, which is a great thing to see, but we need to see the market rebounds. The third stock I would recommend is for myself is SIRC. The reason is the stock needs heavy lifting. If you take a look at the year range, we are at 2 cents, went to 63 cents. So in my opinion, if the market goes down, Solar Integrated Roofing Corp can go to 10 cents. Again, I do not have a crystal ball, and this is my personal opinion and thoughts, so take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to believe me, but this is what I am thinking. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Doesn't really cost you anything. I'll see you in the next video.